Okay. What's up? I'm Kris.
And I'm Chey.
Welcome to our channel and our first video.
And we own a creative agency called Luna Dawn Creative.
Based in Dallas, Texas, but we travel all over the U.S. and
prefer to travel all over the U.S.
We love traveling, so we started the company in 2019, October, and we've been doing this way longer. So a lot of people ask us, how did we get into modeling, photography, influencing, digital marketing, social media management, all the things we do. And so today we're going to answer some of those questions.
Yeah, and it all kind of starts with Kris, so I feel like you kind of have to take it away, and then I'll pick up where you leave off.
Yeah, pick up, you pick up where my story
kind of like
meets in the middle.
Yeah, I'm like a little hitchhiker, and then I hitchhike the rest of the way.
Like, ooh, I like you.
Yeah, I was like, this is good.
Yeah.
And it was.
Yeah, so Chey and I met probably like 2014 or 2015 through our mutual friends. Yeah. Shout out. And I took some photos of Chey, and was it 2015 or 16?
It had to be, 2016. It was my senior year of high school. So we were about to head off to college.
And they were pretty bomb.
They were so bomb. They actually kind of changed my life a little bit, but Kris had been already modeling and taking pictures for a few years prior to me, doing commercials and stuff like that too. So look them up. I'm sure they're there somewhere.
Oh my god, yeah, right.
But when we met, I remember taking those pictures, and that lit something up inside of me. And I remember asking Kris, I was like, how can I do this more? I'm 5'2". I tell people I'm 5'3". I almost told y'all I was 5'3" just now, but I'm not going to do that to y'all, I'm going to be honest. So I'm 5'2". And I didn't think there was any type of market for that. And I remember asking Kris how I could get into it. And do you remember what you said by chance? I do. I'm just curious if you do.
No, probably like just do it or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it was close to that. It was, you basically like explained, because you also, I don't think, had heard of much like shorter people modeling back then. Not as much, because you were like, you're like, I don't know of a lot of things, but I will keep you in the loop for any opportunities that I have. And shit.
Is that what I said?
Yeah, that's exactly. I'll never forget, and that's exactly what you did.
An agent before the agency.
Just like on top of it, honestly.
Yeah, so I started back in the day actually in acting. Not a lot of people know that. Commercials, indie films, a lot of things I did. Not a lot, a few things I did not get finished. So yeah, that kind of discouraged me from acting for a little bit, but in high school, I picked up photography with like a, basic kit Canon camera. It's great, and started shooting with friends. And then I got a mentor and started working at like luxury Dallas events, like the high class events, and started networking, started learning more about the industry, the opportunities, and since I was able to, I've always liked sharing opportunities, work, whatever, ways to make money that are fun with my friends and working together. So, yeah.
And that's what we did. So like after that first shoot, we went off to college. That was kind of that. And then I remember eventually we started doing little photo shoots together, and we had continued after that first shoot. We did a few, I remember, like in the neon bikini, like long brown hair, like stuff before even like the editorial shoots, which came like a little bit later, like 6 months to a year later. And the editorial shoots was when I feel like things started kind of, for me at least, I was like, okay, I think we could make a career out of this, like this like really works. And we'd get down for like 5 hours, like we'd get all the outfits, you'd get all the outfits through a stylist, and shout out Marika. And then we just shoot for like 5 hours straight, like as many looks as we could squeeze into. I remember driving like an hour because I lived in Denton. I was going to like a school north, and she was going to school down south, so we would commute and make it happen.
Yeah.
And it did. What was your favorite editorial that we did?
The slime one.
That's what I was gonna say
the
too.
slime
That's what I
one.
was gonna say
That was
too.
probably like I feel like that was one of our last ones too.
It was.
'Cause I was going through some. The house that we shot in was not my. was not my house. I was just living in it, and then one day I wasn't. Very abruptly. So then I was kind of. What did they say now? Unhoused.
A floater.
Unhoused for a while. Slept on Shy's couch quite a lot.
Yeah.
Shout out Calvin. Stayed in
Yeah.
his apartment 6 months, but we built the business during that time.
Yeah.
And I was unhoused.
Oh yeah.
And I was living in Denton, so I had easy access.
Closer now.
to Shy.
Closer.
Yeah, it was great.
5 minutes down the road type. And so I remember like it became like something we incorporated into our everyday. We would literally go out to the bar and we would like have our laptops with us and like get a drink and just, I don't know, edit pictures, whatever we were doing at the time.
Yeah. The
Just
year I
like
turned 21.
yeah, the year we turned 21.
we turned
We're a week
21.
apart, so
True.
we celebrate together.
Yeah, Aries, Queens, obviously, if you can't tell. Now you know.
Yeah.
With a dash of Scorpio.
Just like, to make it exciting. So yeah, a lot in common. But yeah, Denton was a really good time. And I feel like we really, that's kind of when the like pandemic kind of hit, was after that year.
The next year, we started the business in October 2019 while I was living in Colorado for a month filming a movie. And
It was awesome.
I remember like designing the logos while I was up there, and me and Shy had like sat down. I remember sitting down in Denton like at your place and writing a list of business name ideas, like
Oh my god.
combining our names, and Luna Dawn just had such a nice ring to it.
Yeah.
I
It was
like,
both of our, because your Instagram is at Lunar Kris, and then mine was at The Shy Dawn, so it was just kind of perfect, our name, I feel like. And then I remember you designing all the logos. It was just, like baby business vibes. And like for that like few months before the pandemic, we had like really started to kind of like kick things off, like set the wheels in motion, which I feel like really saved us when the pandemic did hit. Because y'all were there. It was pretty rough.
horrific.
Most people, a lot of people lost their jobs. I remember having bookings as far as the eye could see, and all of a sudden like everything just like fell through, and it like was at that moment that I was like, oh shit, this is a serious thing. Like,
Yeah.
and I remember feeling a little lost because there was no work for like a few months. It was kind of scary, but our business baby did not die.
Clearly.
Yeah, I feel like that was kind of the time when we were just like implanting like our branding and like who we were. I think you had switched over your photography account around this time to the Luna Dawn, and so we were just still doing our things. We still shot because obviously we were close in the pandemic, and so we were able to shoot like in our contained little houses, little spaces, and so it was okay. It survived.
Yeah.
When did it start picking up? Do you remember?
Like post-pandemic?
Yeah, like once it kind of, people started to like come back out with the masks. Once the masks, became a thing and people were out.
Like fall of 2021.
Yeah.
But before, so we started doing mostly photography, like editorial photography was our thing.
Yeah.
And then we have hosted workshops since like 2015 and photography creative meetups. So we had to stop hosting workshops and meetups, which we were hosting at least once a month pre-pandemic for at least a year before. It was like they were monthly events, and Shy was doing mostly modeling for like her work, and I was doing probably mostly a mix of events, modeling, makeup, and photography.
Yeah.
And so we really pivoted to social media management. Honestly, like we started doing it right before the pandemic. We had some clients, and that I think saved us, because we could obviously do social media management and digital marketing from anywhere.
From home.
And influencer stuff as well, like remote photo shoots. We started advertising for, like, hey, send us your products and we'll photograph them, and we did quite a bit of that actually. And yeah, that helped keep the business alive, I think.
Afloat. Kept life in our baby.
Yeah.
And I mean, honestly, like, it really worked out because social media was always something that I really loved and was extreme, and I know you did too. But I fought tooth and nail to be able to study social media in school, and my internship was in social media, and I saw like a really big growth in my personal account, which was inspiring, and I was able to kind of like figure out what things that I did to make myself grow that way, so that fast forward to the business, I was able to start like implementing those things for the clients that we have, and I feel like we've seen a lot of like really substantial growth in our clients. They consistently get followers and engagement once we get on board with the team, and their content's just elevated.
Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah. That's what we love to do.
That's the favorite.
Yeah.
Over.
Yeah, we will just wait.
Oh, for so long.
But anyways, so that's what we do.
Yes.
So we love to create content, first and foremost. Photography, videography, edits, us creating content as influencers with our personas, Reels, TikToks, Pinterest, Facebook, Instagram, you name it. We really, truly love all of that. And we love working with other people who are on a similar vibe with us. Yeah. We're on the same page. We like to integrate into the business, become a part of the team, and in combination, the content creation and social media management, we're able to really create that long-term growth. We talk about like marketing versus sales a lot too, and just a snippet. We're not salespeople. Marketing is a long game, and what really gets it is the content creation. The social media management is just the strategy part, and knowing when to post, how much to engage, who to engage with, how long to do it, when to do everything. So we just combine those things among other things that we do, like web design, graphic design,
influencer campaigns, almost anything. Like, it's kind of, we like to think of ourselves as like a one-stop shop. So aside from the sales, marketing is, in theory, it's supposed to get eyes on your page, which will boost your sales. But that's what we love. It's what we're all about.
Yeah,
getting eyes on the page and getting people to see the products of the brand, because sometimes these brands don't know how to do that.
Yeah, sharing the messages of the brand, like finding the niche, like finding what your ideal customer looks like and making sure that that's who we're talking to, getting your demographics right, all that. So yeah, that's what we do. We love what we do, creating content, photography, videography, all that stuff. But if y'all have any more questions about what we do or how to get into the realm of creative work in general, leave a comment.
Follow us on Instagram at LunarKris, at the Chey, Chey, Dawn, Dawn. Yeah, we'll put it there. And our Luna Dawn Creative account as well. And you can stay up to date, ask us questions anytime.
Yes, and we will be posting more, so like if you like this video and subscribe if you want to see more. And we are sending you positive energy, love,
vibes,
rainbows,
only the good ones,
glitter, all the good things, sugar and spice, everything nice. Okay, bye.
Bye.